Senator Chuck Wiger sits on the Senate Education Committee. He's here to discuss a variety of education issues. Senator, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, Julie.
Let's begin with Senator Wolf's bill. Do you agree with the idea that seniority should or should not be a form of teacher evaluation? So in essence, do you agree with her bill that seniority shouldn't necessarily be a part of the equation?
I don't support the bill as it's currently written, and I believe that we need to look at the big picture as to the more important issue as the evaluation tool that's being put together right now. We put together a legislation last year in special session which calls for a comprehensive evaluation system to be developed, ready in a few years, and we're hoping this instrument is going to provide fair, objective evaluations for all teachers.
Senator Wolf is a teacher, and
Yes.
she says she's taking tools that she had learned and trying to bring them here to the legislature. So just kind of explain to me your rationale and why you do or do not support this bill, considering she's bringing in years of experience when she helped craft this legislation.
Okay. And I commend Senator Wolf for her role as a teacher and what experience she brings and shares with us. I would submit, though, that tens of thousands of teachers would offer a different perspective on this subject. I want to point out overall that we have excellent teachers in Minnesota. Are there some that aren't effective? Yes. Just like in any profession, you can identify a group that needs remediation or perhaps needs to exit. And Ed Minnesota would be the first group to tell you that if there is a teacher that's not effective, during that first 3 years of probation, the decision can be made then. And if it's after you have tenure, then the principal can go through a process of putting you on notice and providing remediation steps. And if that doesn't work, then that teacher should be out of the classroom. And that is what is supposed to be done. And we ask that we get this comprehensive evaluation system in place. If there's an ineffective teacher in a school and that teacher is allowed to continue, then I say, what's going on with the principal? You have tools already, let's use them.
Okay, Senator, let's shift gears to your bill, which would be compulsory attendance. You are asking that students be required to remain in school until they're 18 or graduate, whichever comes sooner.
Yes.
Why do you support this?
I support it because the person's best chance for a job, to help their self-esteem, to help maximize their potential, is to not only graduate from high school, but then to go on and to go to college or to go to vocational school, but to get a skill that can align with the workforce. If you don't graduate from high school, your chances of success are increasingly diminished. President Obama just made a call in the State of the Nation to encourage the Congress to enact legislation for compulsory attendance to age 18 or graduation. Over half the states have done this. Regrettably, Minnesota has not. It's at 16, and it's just a matter of tough love that if a student is wanting to drop out during maybe those very difficult years of 16, 17, where they want to make another choice, they need to know the consequences are significant. It's not only for their potential decreased earnings, but also potential involvement in the criminal justice system, potential costs for the state. And when you look at the thousands of students that are impacted, it's something that we must take leadership on.
Is this a bill, if it's passed and signed into law, that you can see A, being enforced, and B, what kind of penalties would be in place?
It can be enforced. We have truancy laws now that are enforced through the county attorney's office, and in Ramsey County, for example, John Choi, the county attorney, has a program where they work directly with the schools, the parents, and for the student that might be truant. The program was set up by Susan Gertner, actually, former county attorney. It's been looked at as a model for other counties, which have actually, many have adopted. So they do look out to see that people come back. Hey, if a student isn't going to go to school, then we need to get that person back. We need to get their parents engaged in this too. And of course, that is often going to be the root cause to the problem, where there hasn't been enough positive involvement with the parent, and that goes way, way back.
Do you have bipartisan support on this legislation?
I do, but there's also some bipartisan opposition. There's concern by some that these hard-to-reach students, you're not going to reach them now. Let's try to improve schools so everyone wants to be there. I say that's fine. We all should share that goal. But at the same time, like the majority of states and like what President Obama said, we need to set this as a requirement. These students, they're not even emancipated. Their chance of success is so poor if they do not complete schools. So we need to show that tough love, if you will, and say, stay in school.
Okay, Senator Wiger, with those words, thank you for your time today. We certainly appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.